This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
かわいい。
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr.
お兄さん
We
やったっ
met
け？
at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you,
ス
Mycroft.
ネープ先生をなんかデロ
I
ンとし
wrote
た
you a
感じやね。
letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
顔色
The
悪い
merry
な、ワトソン。
men. He is talking about the merry men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes
根
late.
回しよし。
You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
あ、名声だ。あ、記念品か。森もらってきたん。兄貴と話した後にさ、兄貴と話した後に森を見せるなんてお前ちょっと怖いわ。人格順位、正義を。ピーター・キャリーは正確な森を打つことが、日本語がおかしいけど。はい。どうしろと線路上、読むふけた手続き、入っていく電車が不可解などのホームズ。もう、出しっぱなしでもどっか行く
Holmes,
し。
please call a cab while I pack my suitcase.
従うで、ハドソン。あ、ハドソンじゃワトソンに。トビー。
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby.
変わりなし。じゃあ行きましょうか。
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
1週間後あ、そっか、行ってな。行って1週間後な。びっくりした。辻馬車に乗るまでに1週間後もかかってんのかと思ったわ。
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, We should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well
二
away
人しかおらん。
from the platform edge.
二人しかおらん
I'll
から。
take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a
うん、
look.
好奇心の塊。行きましょ
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around
う。
here
うん、
at
すぐ
night.
帰る。
We will come back tomorrow.
戻れるかな。非常に朝早く。
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
ワトソンさ、お前そんないかつい感じやった？顔色悪いし、大丈夫？
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a...
はい。なんかおるけど。あ、びっくりした。あの人たちとは大きな隔たりがあるんだね。喋られへんねや。さあ行きましょう。運転室開けたらあかんよな。運転室開けたら多分ですよね。駅を操作すんねんな。
First of all, let us examine...
はい、わかりました。お前ついてくるんや。ほんまに。あ、ついてきてるついてきてる。どうぞこっちだよ。おじさんこっちだよ。こっちやったよな。ああ、想像力のことね。
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
ほんまに？
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. A discarded item. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple.
Okay.
We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
他地図ね。オッケーオッケー。ついてきてるわ。あー、走ってる走ってる。かわいい。よいしょ。あ、階段じゃないと登られへんのか、ホームズは。駅長さん。
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
人相悪。
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you were Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the
my
poor
God.
people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
調べるんや。と言いつつも、お前もしかしてみたいな。駅長の帽子をかぶっているが、こいつはただの不老者だみたいな。イボ。そんなことはないですか？ いや、ほっといたれよ。しかも最後かよ。名誉勲章。へえ。なんか名誉なことしたいな、これ。泥のシミ。婚約指輪。あ、結婚か。路線地図ください。
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please. Take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
See you later, my good man.
OK。ホームズさんはよくね、襟元とかね、頭とか帽子の内側とかね、
Railway
そういうのを絶対調べますよね。ホームズの本読んでてさ、ほんまにそれって思ってんけど、思ったことがあるんですけど、頭がでかい人、帽子のサイズがでかい人やったかな、なんかそういう人がいて、その人に対して超頭良かったなこいつみたいなことを言ってたんですよ。で、なんで頭いいって分かるんかなと思ったら、頭がでかいかららしいね。ねんけど、ほんまにこうじゃないやろ先生。そんなことでいいんかと思って。それからたまにいるじゃないですか、金太郎とか。金太郎は違うかもしれんけど、頭がでかい人、顔がでかい人か、頭がでかいっていうかで、頭がいいんやなーって勝手に思ってるんですけど。電報 Message to all stations. Mr. Robinson is located at Blainton Station.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
列車編成来た。調べるんや。もうこれしかないけど。
Here is the train set.
日本語訳。ノティンガムからロンドンノースイースタン鉄道3245、蒸気機関車、淡水車、一等車、郵便車、特別貨車、ロビンソン氏の注文、二等車。ってことはロビンソン氏が狙われたわけだな。蒸気機関車、淡水車、一等車、郵便車、特別貨車。これね。町屋。
A telegraph. A telegraph. なんかすっごいこんな温める機械なんや。何の音？めっちゃ捨ててるやん。ここでは F は役に立たない。待合室にって言ってたけど、レポート。ここは待合室じゃないんか。これチケットオフィスか。ウェイティングフォール、ここやね。これか。 This map will be useful.
そう。ガサッと持ってっちゃうわけね。男は60代。結婚して長くなる。ほんまかよ。袖にはまだ新しい土壌が付着していることから、こちらの駅長が園芸に熱中していると言える。 名誉師匠が彼が長期にわたり勤務を続けていることをかかっている。これらすべてから彼は平穏無事な人生を送りたいと願っていることがわかる。お前勝手にそんなこと言っていいの？なんかホームズさんってこの人のさ外見とかその特徴とか指とかその日常的に使ってる部分からその人の人物像とか環境を弾き出していくじゃないですか。でもこうやって書かれるとさ、その人に対して確認もしてへんのにこんなこと書かれるとさ、妄想癖のおっさんみたいに見えるそんなことないと思うけどね。はい、会話でね。 OK、 わかりました。お兄さんのからの依頼はどうなったのね。
Holmes, how is it even?
ワトソンなんかうっさいおっさんみたいになってるな。うっさいおっさんやな。こっちもね一応調べときましょうか。 Train information 時間やね。入れる。
An old locomotive.
ほほ。
This part is probably... This place serves as a storage area for the station.
なるほどね。
This part is...
他には何もないかな。じゃあ向こうには行けないんだもんね。邪魔やね、ワトソン。お前座ってろよどっかでよ話聞きに行きましょう。
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
こいつはな、平穏無事な結婚生活と勤務生活を送りたいだけやから、そんな余計なことは情報も入れたくない感じなんやろな。
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
かっこいい。
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Thanks! よし。行こうか。行くで、ワトソン。
The whole train?
いや、もうそんなこと。もういいから、それは。次進んどんねん。何を運んでたのかと乗客ね。辻橋どこ行ったん？向こうか。すごい霧ですね。こっちかこっちか。お願いします。結構遠いやん。近っ。ああ、寄ってきた。何やねんこれは。近くない？辻橋って近くない距離。あれだってさ、一人が中先入って一人が座るってなったら結構膝ゴツゴツしちゃうよね。とこやな。まず人に会いましょうか。うわ、何のつもりなんそれ。怒ってんの？怒んなのね。
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
この人は肩幅がちっちゃいのが頭がでかいんかですよね。頭がでかいんやったらさっきの頭がいいが適用されますけど、めっちゃ怒ってるしな。なんかめっちゃ怒ってる人って、まあ頭がいい人ってすごい理路整然としてるというか、論理的思考がすっげえ高そうなイメージがあるんで、あんま感情的になれへん感じがするんですよね。それにもかかわらずこいつはこんなにも怒ってるから、可愛い柄、あ、これ作業着なんや。こんな可愛い作業着なんや。こんなにも怒ってるってことは、きっと肩幅が狭いんやろな、安いけん。既婚、めっちゃ結婚してるかどうか気にするやん。きめの粗い肌、そこ。What happened to you?
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway.
So?
Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
これさ、描写って。それ誘拐じゃね？
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
It's a scandal.
はい、すいません。それはあれですよね。ワトソン聞いた？
Holmes.
あ、もう分かった分かった。こいつ腰掛けるということの意味を知らんやつやな。お前それ腰掛けてないよね。斜めに置かれてるだけやんな。ロビンソンさんやんか。
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
観察してやるぞオーストラリアの帽子なんやこれ。ここああ、はい、そうね。かわいいやん。あ、ちょっとハゲてるで。でも高価な衣類、重みがある金の指輪やって。ワニ革、超金持ち。それがロビンソン氏です。
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir. It is priceless. It could change the world we live in. And yet, I was selling it for
絶
almost
対
nothing.
嘘じゃん。
I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
あ、じゃあ保険的なものを欲しがってるからそんな嘘ついてんちゃうやろな。
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train, except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean company.
ちょっと推理が垂れてればすな。チリ人はこれねとはい、すいませんでした。これ聞いて、これ聞いて。事故。事故。チリ人が連射に残されたただの偶然だった。車掌が彼らを見落としただけだった。チリ人は残された。こっちでしょう。じゃないと事件にならないからね。車掌さんに会いに行こう。T。床の隙間1枚のか。なんすか
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
やっぱり自律型発電機の試作船に対する報奨3ほう1年間。専門的な労働、荷物はなく一人で乗っている。旅行をしているわけでも夫人と一緒に休暇を取っているわけでもない。彼は通勤列車を利用している。そのため鉄道には慣れていて駅に着いても熟知している。男は常連客の一人。なるほどね。外国人で一時的にイギリスに来ている。はいはいはい。はいはい。
A telegraph.
なんか撃とうとしてたんか。すごい綺麗に片付いてる。几帳面だね。
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the
ワ
unfortunate
トソンがちょっと
disappearance
不機嫌
of
すぎ
last
るよ
night's
ね、態度
train.
が。
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
ワトソン変わらんな。への字の唇。若年。まあそうやけど。お、指導書ね。インク。
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I have worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
おっと危ない。
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest you cooperate with Mr. Holmes.
久々に喋ったと思った。脅してる。
That is...
Well, 選択された。
I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
奇妙な伝言。
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
すぐ渡してきて。
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
チェスターフィールド手数東壁列車番号324うっちゃけ0時30分あしい0時35分チェスターフィールドです東壁わからん髪の毛短あの特徴を見ることでここでのねキャラクターのなんていうの性格が見れるのはいいですね。大量の書き物をしよう、あ、そういうこと。手洗わへんの。大学を卒業したてっていうのはそういうことか。この一人欠けてるのが気になるな。もしかして現時点で達成できるんか。分かった、頑張る。じゃあちょっとデブにこの斜めに座ってるやつに、もうピーンで斜めになってるやつに話を聞こう。
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologize for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
大切な旅行カバン。
I see that you kept your gripsack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station Master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character.
それはい
We
いん
should
や。
learn more about him.
I will not move.
何を運んでたのかか。
It's a scam.
なんか知ってる？知らんよな。オッケー。
Holmes,
もうまだそんなん言うてんのかお前。もう時代は過ぎていってるんだよ、ワトソン。レフトラゲージ。ここ荷物置き場ですかね。オッケー、じゃあ荷物を調べましょう。悪いやっちゃな。
This gripsack belongs.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call
Watson.
force majeure. I'll keep watch.
マジかワトソン。
Of course.
オフコース言っちゃったよ。鍵がね、またこれか。いいですよ。すべてを回転させる。そういうことで、これでもいけるよね。よいしょ。そっか。これを一直線にならなかったね。ちょっと難しいやってるやんだけ。直線にならなあかんから。ってことは端っこと端っこがないとあかんもんな。オッケー。毎直線ってことでもないんか。
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts.
はーい。
Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
独占販売契約書は
An exclusive sales contract.
エメストン電気会社はこの層を現状融資で購入する。トーマス・エル・ロビンソン。
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
売却後に支払に何らかの問題が生じた場合、それを売却時に各当事者が基地していたか否かに問わず責任は取らないものとします。買い手は本契約書に署名した時点で試作品価格の 10% を前払いとして支払う義務があります。残額は1ヶ月以内に振り込む必要があります。契約書以下独占販売契約書。
Yet another exclusive sales contract.
ちょっとごめん、だから何なんか分からへんけど、
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
これ一緒ですね。各国のか。
Yet another exclusive sales
独
contract.
占販売契約書なんやったらおかしいよね。なんでこんなに数多くの会社と
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
契約はできへんのじゃない？それって独占じゃないよね。これがロビンソン氏のサインか。
Yet another exclusive sales contract.
メディソンゼネラル電気会社。
Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson
Where?
received prepayments from various people for his...
OK。ちょっと組み立てよう。あれ？こうか。 被害者なのかい？これな。これじゃもう絶対あいつ悪いやつ。間違った。でもチリ人は残されたんか。
This Robinson fellow.
ですよね。わかる。
Railway.
ワトソン消えてったわ。あの野郎消えてったわ。マジか。ちょっと探索。あ、交流取りたい、あの人と。ワトソン。私はロビンソン氏にちょっと聞いてみようか。お前めっちゃ悪いことしてるやんって。顔のまんまの行動をとってるやんって言いに行こうか。の前にどいて。特に何もなかったね。
I will not move.
It's a... Don't...
意味なかった。ロビンソン氏がどんな人なんかは大体分かった。のでチェスターフィールド行きましょうか。ちょっと増えたりしてるかな。うん、そうやね。ちゃんと開いてるんや。ホームズさん、ノート。せっかくさ、ワトソンと二人で旅っていうか調査しに来てんのに、こいつずっとしかめっ面やん。下がる？やめて。走ってくるほど。わかる。かわいいかわいいかわいいかわいいかわいい。顔怖いわ。失礼します。
This bin is full of empty bottles.
はあ、急にどうしたん？
This bin.
ほんまやけど。
A fishing advertisement.
今の瓶の、うわ、怖いな、ワトソン。マジで怖いな、お前。チケット売り場2つ。
A telegraph.
モール信号。
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
何が関係してるんやな、これ。ああ、もう絶 定もどうしようもない駅長さんやんか。うわ、めっちゃ食べ物置いてるやん。
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
ああ、だからか。
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean?
変な広告書になったんやな。
What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
あ、何もう下向いてもうてる。
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
さあ、お前が結婚してるかどうか調べてやろうじゃないか。赤ら顔、赤い花、赤い花っていうか赤い顔や。結婚してる。ああ、ほんまや。釣り糸、あ、清潔な衣類。洗濯してくれる奥さんがおるんかな。
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
Cat! 飲みすぎ。
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked
こ
from
の
your
二人が
position.
揃うと脅しになるんやな。
So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
そんな。
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
そうですね。当てにならないね、これやね。確かではないが、フォークは送ったからこっちなんやろな。うん。
This Robinson fellow...
もうロビンソンですよね、結局ね。確かに。なんちゅうか、あ、ヒゲか。チェスターフィールド駅の駅長はアルコール中毒だ。顔色、まあ顔真っ白やな。特にその花が疑う余地のない死亡書。それでも夫人は夫の面倒をよく見ている。うん、確かにね。ここの駅を調べろと。はーい。調べましょう、じゃあ。 報告書やからな。うわ、荷物がいっぱい。荷物がいっぱいやけど人がおらんのよね。おマイクそっちから来んのかい。あ、ちょっとどいて、ワトソン。分かってる分かってる。ワトソンが邪魔な件についてちょっと話し合いたいな。
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station.
オッケー。またこの大福か。まあ、真ん中にするでしょ。こうするでしょ。いけるんかい超簡単じゃん。失礼します。でっいうか。うわ。
Bags were recently dragged here.
ほう。もう。
French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
恥を知れ。
French?
そうですね。
These tools were used quite recently.
うん。え、何埋めたん？なんか埋めたん？怖い怖い怖い。
Railway.
オッケー、聞こう。もうお前が出てこい。ほらよ。
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
なんでそんな信用すんねん。
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
This?
はいはいはい。もうちょっと調べましょうか。
A telegram.
ここか。なんじゃ。
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere.
そんなんあるんや。
Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
意識の問題ですな。調査をそれが完了しました。ちょっと証拠をくっつけようかな。列車の跡はないのとこれか。OK。復元しましょう。どうやって復元するんだ。取る。ブレーキ。
I should use the appropriate object here.
すいません、すいません。あ、車輪ね。はいはい。回転できるやん。これか。こうか。操作棒。こうか。ギコンバタンするタイプのやつやね。
I should use the I should use I should use
あ、これか。ああ。
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
かっこええな。
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson. I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
Ho ho.
We need to attach a...
はい。どこかな。長い棒。消火器。ああ、これか。と液滴と。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson.
消火器か。
We shall need a fire extinguisher. The fire Now let us see what we have here. The steam whistle is ready to be used.
マジで。
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
Huh. At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
OK。こういうことやね。遠いな。もっと前に。ああ、イーブシャム駅に到着せずにチェスターフィールド駅で作って消えていったと。なるほど。じゃあ、アーカイブ。あれ？こっちか。こっちか。あれ？書庫で検索する。あ、これか。
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
あ、はいはい。おい、早い早い。
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway
めっちゃあるや
at
ん。
the end of Evesham
めちゃ
station.
くちゃあるやん。
This suitcase can
オッケーオッケー。よし、行くか。